Hi guys, my name is Dr. Rocker, and today we will draw a headshot from Gorm, one of the characters from the comic I did, in real time, which is great because I have a lot of announcements to make. So let's get right into it. Okay guys, before we start, this is Gorm, one of the coolest characters from the Sasquatch Vikings comic, which I was drawing the second issue of. And it will be on Kickstarter quite soon. And today we will draw Gorm the first time ever without his helmet. He always has his helmet on in the comic. And yeah, but not today. I want to try it out. Like I said, it was my most beloved character. Although he's actually a bad guy, but well, he's a cool bad guy, if you know what I mean. And yeah. I want to make this a real-time draw-along. You can draw along with me to get in the mood of drawing Gorm, because there will be a drawing contest. I will host a drawing contest next week where you will be able to get into the book I was drawing, which is pretty cool, I dare say. So keep your eyes peeled for next week's video, where I will show you everything and tell you everything you need to know about this whole drawing contest thing. Okay, what else is new? The Kickstarter will be available for the comic from the 15th of October to the 15th of November, if nothing changes. And yeah, but I will tell you a lot about the comic in next week's video, because everything should be set in stone by then. Okay, you can see I'm doing a side profile, which is quite easy to draw, and yeah, it's quite easy to draw because you only have to draw everything once, but still it's always a challenge to do these where I talk to you guys kind of live when drawing these. I'm using a 2B pencil. I'm not sure if this is the best choice for this paper. I might switch later on to another one. It sticks a lot, but I don't care. It's a sketch. It is allowed to be messy. As we speak, no, I will not be at Vienna Comic Con. I will have been at Vienna Comic Con when this video goes live. Should be the last day of Vienna Comic Con, so it should be over by now. Which means I will try to be in the live chat, but I will be exhausted, I guess. Hopefully, because I had so much to work on. Okay. I'm always nervous when I'm doing these live. I hate it. Man. There are some other things I wanted to tell you, but I forgot. Hopefully they'll come back. So, side profile, as I said. Gorm is a very cool character. He's a Viking, and he always wears his helmet. But for the side profile, I wanted to go and just draw him without his helmet, so we can see all his hair, because he has a lot of hair and a long beard, very cool beard like that. The beard here is like with braids, and let's just use this movement. Yeah, those will be braids, and he will also have some kind of braids for his long hair, but I mean, braids are only those, right? When it's like this, without a oh my god, I don't know the word. Oh my, I'm sorry guys, I need to learn English better. Not my main language, what can I tell you? did you watch my German video? I hope that wasn't too confusing for you guys. Just wanted to try it out. And I have a lot of German and Austrian fans, and I wanted to do something for them as well. Mostly they will all be able to speak English quite good, but still there are some young guys as well, and it's hard for them to understand enough. So I did an overall video, like I hope you have seen, in my mother's tongue, which was so easy to do. It was amazing. I was like, man, this is no effort at all. But still I will continue to produce English videos because I can reach more people with that, and I want to learn. That was also always an intention with this YouTube channel, to stay good in English or get better even. What else was it that I wanted to tell you? Yeah, I will do this in inks, and like I said, it's very easy to draw along with this one. You will have a lot of fun if you do so. And what I was telling you before was there's also long hair like this, but with these little bands like that, something around those lines. And I've never drawn his main hair, because usually there's a helmet in every picture, because he's always fighting. It's a very cool action-orientated comic book with a lot of fighting going on, like we like it, the way we like it. So, okay, I will try to film the whole thing in one sitting, which shouldn't be that big of a problem because it's just a head sketch. But as you can see, I'm struggling already. But I have to invent his hair right here. Never drawn it before. Something around those lines. No, that doesn't look good at all. Oh my. Now I've already told you I will not draw the helmet, so I have to figure something out. But no worries. I will figure something out. Something. He's not the youngest one, so shouldn't be too much hair. He looks like a Mormon or something like that. Nothing against Mormons, but it's not the look I was picturing in my mind. Long hair from the side is always a bummer. I just realized, not just realized, I just remembered. I was thinking that at some point in one of my drawings. I was like, drawing long hair from the side is not working well for me. Anyway, I hope you guys are all good. I hope you have an amazing time. I hope you draw every day. I get so many positive messages that I helped you out so much with my videos, which is great. Thank you for letting me know. And thank you for putting in the work, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Of course, my tutorials will help, I'm sure about that. But like I said, in the end, you will have to do the work, and if you put in the work, you will have big progress in your drawing skills. Okay, I want him to look angry, but he's not just angry, he really knows what he's doing. He's quite intelligent actually, but also really strong and killing a lot of Sasquatches. But don't tell anyone. Okay. I guess this could work. Bigger mouth. Let's just see. I always put the pencil in my mouth so I can hold it and have my hands free. But I am not allowed to do that when I have to when I have to talk during the drawing session, because otherwise you wouldn't understand me. I just would be mumbling, so that's a challenge. Old habits, you know? Old habits die hard. I try to put a lot of stuff on Instagram these days lately, because I want to have more traffic on Instagram as well, so I can promote the book that will come out quite soon. And I hope you guys will help me as well. Once everything is official, please, with sugar on top, be so nice and help me promote the thing. It was so much work to draw all these pages, and yeah, I don't want to spill all the beans today, but we will have an amazing colorist on board, a professional one. So stay tuned for more information next week. Okay, how much should I draw? I'm still not happy with the hair. Let's just see, should he look down there? No. That's not bad enough. He needs to look more bad. Maybe even in the eyes. Yeah, I guess that's better, right? Okay, what shall we do with the hair? Come on, man. Draw some decent hair. Yeah, I guess it might work. It might work, guys. It's too flat. This is his skull. You know what? The hair needs to go higher. The forehead is too small, I guess. The forehead isn't big enough. So again, I think the hair was starting here, but now I will start here with the hair. I guess that's better. Something like that. I hope there won't be too many background noises today, because my family is home. Usually I only dare to do these when my family is out somewhere, but yeah, that's instantly better, don't you think? Instantly better. And so much about the background noises. But that's the way it is. I think it's okay, right? I have a big family. We have 3 kids, 1 wife, and 2 horses, a pony, a dog, 2 cats. All of them are noisy. Still not happy enough. Let me just take a look from far. Yeah. I am so sorry for having to try around try out so many different things, but we will manage. Yeah, that's better. I guess I will just stick with this. Okay. Then just a few adjustments here and there, and then I will go right in with the inks, because I don't have all day. I don't have all day. There's still so much to do. Because I need also to prepare for Vienna Comic Con. I've never been at a Comic Con before, and I am an invited guest, which is pretty cool. I really appreciate that. On the homepage from the Vienna Comic Con, I'm in the guest section, and that's so nice, because there's Christopher Lambert and all the other cool guys and Dr. Rockart. that was very nice of them. And there will be 2 official shirts from the Vienna Comic Con, and one of those shirts, on one of those shirts there will be Captain Vienna, the one I invented and I drew. So my drawing will be on an official Comic Con shirt, which is pretty cool as well. Okay, let me just grab my inking tools. Okay, so here we go. I will start with my Tombow Fudensuke brush pen with most of the lines. I drew in this, I forgot about that, so that was just off camera, but it was just a second. Okay, let's start with the inking. Line weight. Line weight is the first thing we'll do. This is a bit of an old pen, which I love because he's not as juicy anymore, and this is a great thing mostly. So don't get rid of your old pens, they can come in handy at some point. I really love the paper. This is a Bristol 300 series from Strathmore. The 200 series is also really great, but I think the 300 series has a little bit more of a teeth to it, which was also the reason why I didn't feel too comfortable with my 2B pencil, because the 2B pencil was a little bit too much, I guess. You have to be very careful with when you want to erase something. But for the inks, I think I even prefer it, especially when you draw bigger. And I have another really cool announcement to make. There will be a video every day of the week this week, because I did some TikTok videos for Vienna Comic Con, for their channel, and Vienna Comic Con is done, so I decided to use them for my channel as well. And there will be 6 mini tutorials till next week. And next week on Sunday there will be my main video anyway, of course. But till then there will be a video every day of the week. Only like 3-minute ones, like really quick tutorials. But still a lot of cool ones. I think they turned out pretty good, and they will be upright. Not 16:9, but 9:16. If that makes any sense. What's with the camera? Come on. Sorry. Okay, now we're good again. Okay, let's draw this dude. Yeah, like I said, there will be a video every day of the week. These small tutorials. So you will have a lot of Dr. Rocker fun this week. Hopefully you like them. Very short, you can check in every day. Not even that big of a commitment to watch all of these. I will draw head sketches of the Batman, Hulk and Wolverine, and also some other tutorials. Tutorials about hatching and stuff. But you'll see. And then I will be on my regular schedule again with a video every Sunday, but once the campaign hits, I will also try to have a video every now and then during the week. And please go and check out my Instagram account if you haven't already. There will be a lot of stuff on there as well. I will also show some of the pages on Instagram, just so I can hook you guys for wanting the book. Now, it's okay if you can't afford it. It won't be it won't be expensive, but still, I know how it is. There are shipping costs and stuff. But it's from Canada, so if you're in the US, shipping costs shouldn't be quite bad. But also all around the world, for just a book, it's not as bad. So. Wait a second. Okay, I'm back. I had to stop for a second because somebody was crying, "Dad!" But everything is in order, so. So let's get on with this sketch. I need more space. With sketching, the best way to work is to work fast. Then you have more energy in the drawing. But of course, you need to be sure that you are not messing up too much. I would love to see some of these redrawn. This would be so cool. I didn't invent the character, but I reinvented it. Like I said, I was drawing the second issue, so there was Sasquatch Vikings #1 is already existing, but I redesigned him quite a bit. Not that he was badly drawn first, it was cool, but they gave me the opportunity to do it as I wish, so I did. And I think he turned out cool. I like this character. Also the Sasquatches. I actually don't like to draw fur, but I had to draw a lot of fur. But it was, in the end, it was a lot of fun as well. Once you draw something quite sometimes, even if you don't like to draw it, you're getting used to it and then it's better. And then you're not bothered by it anymore. And there's also one Sasquatch I feel very dear of, because he's such a cool character as well. And I will draw him here on the channel as well. Soon. Okay. If you're on Instagram, you already might have seen some stuff about Gorm and the comic. I've posted a little something already. It was quite a lot of work to do a whole book, I tell you that. But also the best learning experience you can have is to draw pages. The thing is, it's really hard to do everything next to a whole life of, in my case, tattooing, kids, family, YouTube channel. My channel suffered a bit, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't able to do a lot of content. So I even had to skip 1 week, which I never did for 3.5 years. Can you imagine that? There was a video, at least one video, for 3.5 years every freaking week. That's crazy, actually. Okay, you know what? I will draw in more hair real quick. This side can be a little bit darker than the other side. Look what I can do with this one. Just a very fast movement, and especially because this is quite an old pen, that's amazing for hair. Look at that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Done! Almost. Okay. A little bit of a shadow. don't make a shadow like this, just go a little bit crazy so it looks more natural. I see that all the time in your drawings, and also in mine, way too much. And it was a big problem I had for a long time, but I'm getting a bit better with that. So also when you do a rim light, I see that so often, it's just a straight line. That's not working. In nature, and I don't, even if you don't want to draw like super realistic, but still in nature, almost nothing is straight. Everything bends for some reason, and there are reflections from all sides. And we need to do that in the drawings as well, otherwise it looks funny. And that's one of the things where you think, it doesn't look too good, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Trust me. Try to be very, how can I put this? Not too similar. Be extremely careful with patterns. I know it's hard though. It's really one of the hardest things to get right. There can be a little bit more shadow right there. Well, a little bit darker areas, I mean. Okay. There will be a lot of shadow. Let's just define it right away. I would say, can I save something from the Adam's apple? I don't think so. I think it should be like that. This needs to be black. The sun is coming from up there. Yeah, yes, this all needs to be black. Maybe I can do a little bit of this. Then there needs to be a shadow, but only a small one from here, check, like that. This form makes a shadow. I will not do strong blacks in the face, I guess. I will only use a million lines, so we can read the face better, but also because the face is nearer to the sun. There's more darkness going on in this area, so it's okay to have. This is round, this is a little muscle. That's the reason why I round up everything here. And you can see, I didn't just go ahead and did a line like that. That would be what you would think that's the way to go, because this is a round, like a cylinder, a round thing. But I did some movement, and it's not just round, but there's also a thing like that. And so it looks more natural. That's what I was talking about earlier. This can be black. I will use a brush pen later for the black areas. Throws a shadow here. Those strings. Also, this will be black. This will be black. Use the axis. That's very, very convenient. And also, this can be black right here as well. Okay, and the hair comes here like that. This will be black anyway, or no, not everything. I guess I will do a shadow like this. Also from this thing right here. This is higher than this one, so it throws a shadow which is more broad than this one because it's from higher up. Same here. You know what I mean? Okay. Also here's a shadow, and here the hair is like lying on the armor. Just like that. Since we're talking about hair, let's just do some hair real quick again. Oh my. I hope you can't hear everything I hear in the background. If so, I apologize. But like I told you earlier, that's just the way it is. I have a couple of kids. But hey, we need to get some future comic book artists, right? Let's hope they are into the subject. Would be cool. If not, it's okay as well, of course. They can do whatever they want, but would be nice to see them draw and be artsy. Okay, that's really a nice effect, don't you think? You can also use a pencil, like Jim Lee does, for creating some value. I will not do it. I will just stick to the inks. But you can mix them up. Pencils and inks works beautifully, or also Copic markers. Did you watch my Copic marker video? I think that's also a really cool one. Well, I actually mean rendering with Copic's video, where I drew Captain America. It's really cool to work like that. It doesn't work too much with my style, or isn't necessary with my style I'm using nowadays. So that's a bit of a bummer, because I really like this as well, to use the Copics for rendering, and I will fool around with it more in the future. But still, it's not the best thing to combine with my style. And yeah, that's such a miserable situation for me, because I really like it. I really like to use the Copics, and I would love to do some things with these as well, and I can, of course, but at the end of the day, you want to pursue your own style and use your own stuff. What you are working on so hard, what you have been working on so hard to accomplish, and then something like that comes along and you feel like, it's also nice, I want to use it as well, but can't just use everything. Hard choices sometimes, but that's the way it is. What I'm doing right there, it's very effective. It's a little bit of a reflection, which looks pretty cool. You see? I go against the other reflections actually, but it's working really good. And since the light is coming from above, there's a shadow right there, and the upper hair doesn't need to be as dark as down there. I haven't seen yet a colored version. I'm so excited. This will be so cool to see all the artwork colored really good manner. I even let go of almost half of my winnings to get a really good colorist. All for you guys, all for you. I want to have a great product. And I think it is. I think it will be good. I think it will be a good book. Cool to read. Not boring. We have a great writer. Okay. I will also use some of these in the beard, but I have to be careful because I don't want it to be too dark. There it will be black anyway. I'm not afraid of the dark, don't get me wrong, but I don't want this to be just a black thing. I want a cool comic book drawing right there. Okay, we are making good. We are making good progress, I guess. It's quite big, so it's allowed to take a while. And by the way, I don't know the name, but I will draw Kratos soon, I promise. Someone is asking me for quite a while now, and I want to draw him. I love Kratos, he's such a cool character. And I will draw him, okay? I promise you that. What else would you like to see on my channel? You can always let me know down in the comments. I really try to fulfill as many suggestions as possible. Look, I messed around quite a bit, but it's a sketch. It's okay if it looks a bit sketchy. Okay, let's just do this one. This is a brush pen, I don't know, just some ink. And the one I'm usually using is empty, and I didn't bother to buy a refill, although it's actually better, but this one is working good enough as well. So let's just really quick fill in all these strong blacks. The professional inkers, they do the strong blacks at the end. But first of all, I mean, and of course, I guess the reason is not to smudge anything, because when you do them at the end, it's way less possible that you smudge something, because the strong blacks are a lot of color on the page, but they have a completely drawn image with all the hatching lines and stuff like that. I don't. I just draw it as I go along, so I really need, or at least I want to have the strong blacks beforehand, because now I can decide where I need to hatch and where not to. And you see, I don't just do a straight line, I just try to get some patterns in, so it won't look boring. Okay, where else do we need strong blacks? Here a little bit. This area is quite in the dark. There can be more strong blacks as well. So the whole drawing will have a little bit more of a punch. Okay. And I will do some here as well. Because it's way further away from the light, so I guess that's enough though. Okay, and now the fun part begins, the hatching and all this stuff. I will start down there because I need to get in the mood, in the hatching mood, to make sure I will not mess up the lines too much. Just trying around a little bit. Every paper is a bit different. I haven't used this one for doing stuff with hatching, so let's just try out how this works. And by the way, some time went by since I did the strong blacks. I wanted them to dry a little bit. and I also had to sort out some fights from the kids. I hope I will have enough time now in peace so I can finish this drawing. That's always a bummer. If the kids are fighting, it's loud in the house. That's a problem when you want to record something. It's always loud here, so very often I just film those videos at night, because that's the only quiet time I get. Although our kids they aren't bad kids, they can behave, but they're kids. Kids are loud, at least every now and then. Okay, so I will not use this one too much because I want to have some finer lines, more fine lines than not. But here, down there, they're supposed to be a little bit more rough because, well, it's quite fine actually because of the paper. But yeah, down there they're allowed to be a little bit rougher because there's more darkness in the area. So there's the chest, and I really like to do my chest muscle thing. I think that's actually something that's really from me, because when you draw, usually you have some of your skill sets are from this artist, some from the other one, and so you put together your own style. Like, I don't know, you could use David Finch's strong blacks and Jim Lee's anatomy and all this stuff. But every now and then there's something that you wouldn't be able to tell from whom you got it, like my chest muscles, the shadings of my chest muscles. Maybe there is someone who does it quite similar, but I don't think so. And they are intentional, not totally correct. They are going in quite different directions, all the single muscles. But that's my style choice because I think it looks cool. Maybe it doesn't, but I think it does, so that's how I do them. At least at the moment. Because things change. But I think this looks cool. Another really cool thing, did you hear about? There are two projects I'm really excited. First of all, Greg Capullo is drawing Spawn versus the Batman, where I did the cover. I mean, not the cover, but the fan cover here on the channel. I guess you might have seen it. This will be a great book coming out in December, like 48 pages or something like that. And I'm even more excited about the Batman book from Marc Silvestri. 7 issues, Marc Silvestri Batman. This will be mind-blowing because I love his style. Sometimes I feel it's a little too sketchy, but I like it. It might be a little bit too sketchy for for when it's colored, because then sometimes it looks a little bit dirty. Not in a sexual way, but you know what I mean. And yeah, but still, I still love it, like big time. And I even love it more when it's not colored. So I hope there will be a version of the book without any colors on it. Not that I don't dig the colors, they are done beautifully as far as I've seen so far, but I just love the line work so much. And of course, the line work is better to be seen without any colors. Now I will draw on my desk, but I don't care. Actually, I do care. But I will clean it up later. I use a lot of lines for shading as well in my book, like this, because I think it looks pretty cool, even though these are a bit boring. Usually I try to mess around with the directions of the lines. What I mostly got from Marc Silvestri, by the way. And that's the beauty about his books. Everything looks like it's moving. That's what I love so much. And that's what should be in a comic book. I think, at least. But it's really crazy. If you take a look at Marc Silvestri's work, there's so much movement in there. There are some extra lines because these ornaments. Look, I made a mistake. This should be a thin line and this should be a thick line, because the shadow from the ornament, it stands out a little, should be there, but doesn't matter. Sometimes it's okay if you make a mistake, especially one like this. It's not a biggie. You can also use some more shadows from this here. That's cool. And that. Some details right there. And for this one, I would say, you see, not just a straight line again. Sort of a rim light. For this one, I will just do that. You know what? I could do some David Finch like distortions where something is a little bit broken and battle worn. I say David Finch like because I mostly got it from him. I use it a lot in my drawings as well, and also other artists. I'm aware of that. So, but that's where I got it from. So. Again, some shouting in the background, sorry. I will not be able to filter these out. And now we'll continue with a thinner line. And I will also go ahead and go crazy with the line work right there. There can be some distortion. I think that's okay. I like it when not everything is going in the same direction. It actually should here, but the distortion makes the drawing a little bit more moving. And that's, by the way, pretty much the style I use in my comic book. Sasquatch Vikings. Issue number 2. Pencils and Inks by Dr. Rocker. We haven't talked about a third issue. haven't thought about it really, like, because I want to see how this one goes, of course. But if there are a lot of fans, I might consider drawing the third issue. If I can manage it time-wise. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to draw it. Okay, now I want to put in some extra distortion and some more interesting parts down there as well. Which means I will add some thinner lines to cross hatch here a little. And also always put some, at least I like to always put some line weight in the hatching lines. Oh my, Lottie didn't put away her stuff. I can hear it in the background. You know what? That was unintentional, but I can make a muscle out of it. Look at that. Working. Is it working? I guess it is. Sometimes I look up and take a look at the screen from the computer where I'm recording this. Then I see everything in small. That's helping. No, but that's okay, right? It's here. I have to find it in the screen. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. And here I will also go ahead and use this one again for the bigger shading right there. That's nice. That's more of a thin shading where everything is where it needs to be and where it belongs, which is totally great if you prefer this style. But it's also okay to go a little bit more rogue. Okay. Yeah, we are getting there, folks. So, what I also like to do is, but I will do this with a 01 fine liner, that's a little bit thinner. I also like to do some of these lines to, first of all, it makes it way more interesting, and this way I can emphasize more the round shapes of the forms right there, you know, like this, so you can see the muscles better. I got that from Ryan Benjamin, also such a great artist. I love it. I love his stuff. So the catalog of stuff I stole is getting bigger and bigger. But that's the way it is. That's the way it goes. Don't feel bad stealing, and you can steal as much as you want from me as well. This is a good 01 fine liner. He has the right amount of age. Look how fine I can draw with him, especially on this paper. On the 200 series, I prefer a smaller pen even. One of my most beloved ones is the 003. It's really, really small, but you can do amazing stuff with it. And just like that, everything is done down there. I might come back later if I see something. But all that's left to do now should be the facial area, which is the most fun. Most fun one. Okay, let's start right there is the ear. There we will do a lot of hatching lines, of course. But smaller ones, not too many big ones. Because it's nearer to the light and I don't want to mess up the face. Okay, so let's do that. I will We'll start right here with the eye. There needs to be a lot of commotion. Let's see. Don't want to mess up too much. And you can see right there, I'm not using the same movement already. That looks better, I guess. Okay, let's just draw in the eye real quick. Big shadow down there. Then a small one. I need to use the smaller one for this. I will use a little bit of the 003 later, I guess. This is similar to my chest muscles, what I'm doing right there. Okay, let's see. I want to be extra careful with this area because I think it's very important to get it right. So I'm not too sure if this is. I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable with the pen, but I will manage. Okay. There we have a little bit of a bigger shadow. And if you follow around, if you follow along with this one, you will have a great time drawing this stuff over the next couple of days, because like I said, there are some head sketches in there, and with this one done already, you will have a great advantage. I also like to make some folds because he's not young anymore. Just have to do them like you see here, like zigzag. A little bit of a shadow on some of those. It looks cool, right? Don't you think that looks cool? Yes, you do. Okay, there's a little bit more shadow. You know what? I want to try out my 003 one. He's really worn out, but I think he will work good enough. I want to have some darkness right there, but not too dark. I need a new one, man. And I will also put in some gray in here. And now you can see this is the white of the eye, but if it's a little bit darker, this little dot really has more power, a lot more power. Okay, but the 003 is really not working too good on this paper, especially since he's so worn out. So let's just go ahead and make some nice shadings right there. I love to shade faces. It's fun. A lot of fun to work. Computer is getting black, but we are right on track. It's working. You can go back and forth with these lines quite often. You see? Doesn't hurt the drawing. Okay, let's just say we want to have shadow like this, also right there. Because light is coming from above, the nose throws a shadow. I will just stick to these lines because it's quite small. Sometimes I even change direction of the lines from the shadow, like you will see in a second right there. See, this also works. Okay. A little bit darker here so you can see where the nose ends, and I guess that's good. Good enough. Okay, we still need way more hatching lines there. Look at that. This is a cool chin. Jaw, actually. This is the jaw. Now I can do a little bit of a shadow from the jaw where it's biggest. It's a little bit tricky with the beard. Okay. Then what else can I do? We need way more shadings up there as well. This can be darker. And another one in this direction. You can get quite messy with these. They still look awesome, usually. I mean, there will certainly be a point where it's too much, of course. But this point is further away than you would think. Okay. Haven't done a head sketch in a while, so need to get in the mood. Need to find out where I should hatch best. And especially when you're drawing an older person, like I do right here. I mean, he's not old, but he's not in his 20s anymore. Then it's easier because the more folds you can do, the better. Do you see that? You can go with one hatching in the next one and it looks cool. I never quite know what I should do with this area. In this way, there will be a little bit of a second light source. So I will make these thicker. Then it looks better instantly. But that's always a bit hard to know what to do with this area. Still, I will do some of these, and we're almost there. There's still not enough going on these heads. I like to draw. Okay, we can also put in some shadings here. And here, there can be even way more actually. Yeah, he looks more angry if there are more folds right there. And now I will still go in with my 003 and add some more lines. For example, let's see, we can do some of these again. Yeah, that's a really small shading then, really light one. So you don't have to be so careful, but it's still very effective. You can also use it to make one of these lines longer. They're still quite thin. That's working pretty nicely. And we could actually give him an upper lip. And a little bit more emphasis on the lip here would be nice. Yeah, you see? just some few lines and they make such a big difference. It's really cool when you draw a character you've drawn so much. It's easier. It really is. Because when you draw him in a book, you have to draw him from so many different angles. It's a cool experience. So if you feel you are good enough to be able to draw some pages, try it out. Also, give it a go with the golden opportunity I told you a few videos back about the talent hunt from Top Cow. I hope I will be able to participate properly, because at the moment I didn't have time to draw another page, but I really would love to. Because this is Mark Silvestri, you know. Would be great to get a job there. Man, this would be amazing. But on the other hand, I would need to be able to make time for it. Not so easy. I will use the 01 again. Not so easy, but I would. If I would get the chance to work for them, I would say, okay, give me a few months so I can clean up my schedule, and I would actually clean up my tattoo schedule to get a chance like that. Because, yeah, that's something you wouldn't get too often. And at the same time, I don't know if I will have enough time at the moment to participate properly, but yeah, we'll see about that. The thing is, of course you want to do your best work to show them, but on the other hand, I also want to be able to produce stuff I show them, which means if I take forever on 3 pages, that's not going to happen if I would get an actual job there for doing a book, because I wouldn't have the time. So you have to be careful. I guess it doesn't make any sense to show something you will not be able to come up with in a normal schedule. Now I will just do some of these again to show all the roundings from the forms, and then I guess we are done. Gorm without his helmet. That's cool. I'm happy I did that, because that's something special for me, to draw this character without his helmet for the first time. That was cool. You know what? I will just use this one real quick to do some cool things with the hair. Stay with me, computer. That makes a big difference. I'm glad I did that. Some hair strings going in another direction. Just like that. And you know what? Maybe even do a thing like this. It's always nice to some negative hatching maybe. It's always nice to fool around a bit with these things. Okay, all that's left to do is to sign this. Where should I sign it? I think I'll sign it here. That's a nice place, don't you think? Loop. Rocker. And this is it. I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun watching me and hear me brumble around. I hope you will have time to watch every video of this week, because like I said, there will be a bunch. And now I will show you the drawing properly. Here we go, people. Gorm without his helmet. Side profile. That's a cool character. I hope you will love him as much as I did when I was drawing the comic book. And that was it for today's video. I hope you had fun watching. If you did so, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my future videos and mostly tutorials. And also have fun watching all these mini tutorials over the next week. And now I want you to go and watch this video. That's where I show you how to draw this one right there. That's the Hellboy from David Finch. Also in the side profile, really cool drawing. Check it out, see you there. Don't forget to draw every day and let me know down in the comments what you think, what you want to see on this channel here in the future. And yeah, bye.